He got sent down in top 128.
Like,
I can't even find him. He got sent down so early, I don't even know where he's at. I will look later, because we are getting into this action here as we got Mounir and Lil Mevv fighting for the chance to go fight Pavelski.
All right, let's get into it. We had talked and sung the praises of an 8-force orb legend that is Petra, right? Like, you can simplify your positions down really hard. Looks like the ground pound was just going to come through, but Mounir has been so good at finding these opportunities on gauntlets specifically as well. As I say it, though, Lil Mevv, a quick little hit, gets the stock off the top, and that's first strike.
That's a 25-second stock there. While that is about as quick as you can get the job done, Mounir is trying to get up there and try and bring this back as quickly as possible and not let this get too far, too far out of reach. Things get too far off the rails here. Oh, missed with the dare and gets punished for it.
Recovery, Lil Mevv, nice punish as well, right? Like the strange 45-degree angles that Orb gets to go for on most of its kit means Lil Mevv has really strong angles of counter hitting with the axe online. Okay, edge guard position once again. Yeah, so much time. Look at this lead. What is this?
The Rayman's getting it done, bro.
It really is. I mean, Lil Mevv has just been going insano mode on this. Hang on, side lights there. That should be enough for the stock, and it is. But, I mean, this is a huge, huge deficit for Mounir already.
But that's the cool thing about Mounir, too. He gets beaten in game number 1. He's got like 4 or 5 other legends that he can pull out of his pocket and be able to counter, try and get some sort of counter going against this Rayman. But Lil Mevv doing a absolute fantastic job just piecing Mounir up here in game number 1.
Yeah, and this is where, I mean, I will sing it until the cows come home. The simplicity of the orb can really help you on these deficit situations, right? Sidelight Sarah comes through. A lot of the remixes that Mounir likes to go for with Nair or Neutral Light into recovery are very good as well. There's a lot of options here, and we do see the ball getting put in the hand for now. Mounir not doing recovery.
Oh, missed on that Sair. Mevv couldn't get much of a punish on it, but was able to go ahead and make his way all the way across the map to be able to pick up those gauntlets and puts the neutral sig right into Mounir. Gonna send him up to the top and puts himself up 1-0.
That was such an unassuming sound effect to get the KO at the end. It was like, he got the stock. Oh man, Lil Mevv. I mean, that was crazy momentum-based gameplay. I mean, having not at least been on the desk during Lil Mevv's run. This is the first set that you and I are casting for them today. Man, I mean, this is crazy to see.
Oh, no, he pieced him up. That was just a great, great job from Lil Mevv. I did not expect that at all. Great performance from him. We're not going to get any legend swaps going in here to game number 2. Mounir is going to go ahead and stick onto that Petra, that Ryu crossover, of course.
Yeah, so I'm interested in seeing how activated the orb gets to be in this next game, right? Because game 1, it was more equipped than the gauntlets were, but I mean, damage was very, very close between the two. It was like 190 to 115 or something like that. So very, very slim margins in terms of just like the impact that the weapon has had for Mounir. Gauntlet's already going to work, but there's the, yes, perfectly caught right there. Gravity cancel, side light, side air, just picks up the stock where the gauntlet recovery did not.
And the adjustments that he's able to make. We see this from Mounir pretty often. If he loses a game number 1, we always see just those mental adjustments being made, and it seems to always come in with a different game plan, be able to turn things up in game number 2. We're seeing so far as he's carving out a fantastic lead. Lil Mevv, though, nice catch on the landing, swapping out for Axe. Can't get anything off the D-Light, except for Mounir all up in his face. Gonna send him all the way up to the top. Lil Mevv, though, coming down with the dare and gonna take back control of this momentum.
Okay.
Oh, snap.
Let me slide,
oh, snap.
Lil Mevv. Let me slide into the next stock. Perhaps Mounir wanted to just go for that ground pound and get the stock outright. Has to play one more interaction.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow,
Big
nice cover,
damage.
Nice cover. Oh, okay. I was about to say the little step backs that Mounir is going, he will fall on that first stock right there. But the step backs that Mounir is going, there was one earlier in that first stock where he's just like barely outside of the threat range of Lil Mevv. It's just been so clean. And especially when you maintain weapon advantage, I mean, it's a recipe for success. Let's see what Mounir can do.
There it is. Still holding on to that entirely full stock advantage. Great position here. Looks like we've been blessed during our block, bro. Just no like 3-0 washout. Just everything is so close down to the nail-biting finish.
Oh, yeah.
EU has been providing us with some Brawlhalla gameplay today. That is for sure.
They out here gaming.
They do be gaming, pushing buttons and stuff.
And Mounir pressing many buttons with the orb equipped. Tries to come through. I mean, this is a pretty solid lead, Mevv. Not able to get too much more. Has to concede a little bit more space.
Nair into recovery from Mounir there. Good little chunk of damage, trying to work Lil Mevv down to knockout zone, or knockout range rather.
Okay, I was about to say, I think Sidelight's incoming soon, right? Like, we're now at the range, especially with this positioning. Yeah. Sidelight Cider off of one of the sides is just enough to get the KO. Yeah, Mounir disarmed.
Definitely can start seeing him fish for it here at this point. That stock's going to go ahead and fall off. The Lil Mevv has to play absolutely perfectly here on this last stock to be able to pull the win out of this game. Mounir already getting in there, putting damage on him. Lil Mevv, though, finish up with a D-Light there. Going to catch the landing. There it is. Neutral Light is going to go ahead and catch. Mounir,
watch that interaction from Mevv, right? That's 3 dodges in a row, especially when the recovery is coming up next. I'm sure a player of Mounir's caliber has clocked that.
Lil Mevv doing a good job, still building up damage, but that Sair is going to be just enough to get him out of here on Demon Island. And wow, we're looking a little different here.
This is what I'm saying, man. I think we look at some of the replays that are coming up right now, and I'm sure these players are aware of some of the habits that have come through. Big thing that I had saw from Mevv in that last game was specifically Mounir's gauntlets. When the first activating hit comes through and recovery is soon to follow, it's imminent, right? Dodge was getting burned every single time. Mounir wasn't waiting for it, right? Some would call that conditioning. I'm going to see if that gets changed over this next game. But when you can just go Orb Sair at high damage and just get the stock outright, you don't even have to play the mix-up anymore.
No, it's just such a good knockout option, such a very consistent knockout option. Mounir literally just throwing out nairs at this point. Literally just nair.
Oops, all nairs. Okay. Takes a ride. Mevv really far off stage. Mounir, yeah, covers it all day. First stock.
Very good positioning. That is about 30 seconds on the dot for that opening stock for Mounir. First strike going to go ahead in his favor. And continuing to put the damage on Lil Mevv here as he tries to get down the stage, pick up a weapon, but he cannot get those Rayman hands on it, even with no arms.
He's getting other hands put on him from Ryu for just a moment. Finally, we're back. Gauntlets online for Lil Mevv. Mounir has built up a pretty sufficient amount of damage. Even if he does fall here, he's still pretty far in the lead.
Yeah, looking very good on his opening stock for sure. Lil Mevv, though, doing a better job here in game number 3 of kind of dealing with this offense from Mounir.
Okay.
Staying over on the gauntlets, trying to stay out of the way of Mounir, coming out with the D-Sig, can't find anything.
He just flash stepped on him? Okay.
No ground pound.
There's the dodge again. See, every single time, Lil Mevv has been going for that. Finally waits for it, but it was thanks to a dodge upwards that Mounir was able to get that hit.
It was such a good weapon throw for Lil Mevv. Oh, is Mounir going to be able to get back? No.
Off the wall.
He's going to bounce his face off the side of the stage, send him down to that bottom 45, and going to go ahead and at least tie the stocks up. The same cannot be said for this health, though.
Off stage, spawn came through right on cue for Mounir. Hadouken, not enough really to get anything, but this is Sidelight Sair. It's just a stock.
Bread and butter.
It's good.
Yep.
It's never bad. It always tastes good.
It does. Does indeed taste good, Sir Walt.
Oh, apologies to everyone with gluten issues, but there it is. Okay, Mounir, a little bit of an advantage again. In the driver's seat firmly, recovery comes through.
A little bit of advantage. He is extending very, very rapidly with Lil Mevv not being able to answer back at all.
That's enough. That's got to be enough. Yup, slam dunk, come on now.
The pressure was enough. He just ordered him to stay down there in the bottom. The D-Sig was just like the magnetic force pushing him back.
Stands up.
Right.
Just going.
Put him into position.
Crazy.
Finish off with the orb. I mean, finish off with the dare off the orb. Such a great play from Mounir, and he is 1 game away from going up to fight against Pavelski.
There's the edge guard you had mentioned before. The aura farming of this man is just unbelievable.
He literally beat him with aura right there.
Crazy, crazy. Maybe the aura is enough, but we're going to a Street Fighter matchup for our potentially last match of the day. Tell me a little bit about this.
What game are we? No, but what game are we playing right now?
I don't know.
I mean,
I actually don't know.
It's still Rayman. It's still Rayman.
It's the same game. Let's see.
I mean, okay, apparently we're locking into some Street Fighter, some OG Street Fighter 2 at this point.
Crazy, crazy stuff. Okay, Mounir 1 game away from also making his way into top 4. Lil Mevv needs to get 2 unanswered.
Hit him again, Lil Mevv. Coming out and just swinging that axe, racking up big damage against Mounir here. Okay. Still, fight back. There we are.
Back.
Finally gonna put some gauntlets on him and rack up some more damage off of it. Ooh, Great route to get back up on stage, and here we go. This big, huge lead the Lil Mevv was able to get. It's almost all gone. He's been nothing but Mounir since he's been able to get those gauntlets on the Lil Mevv.
Look at this. I mean, the option one for Lil Mevv every single time is just mash or dodge, and I think Mounir, at this point, 4 games in, has to have caught on to it.
Can't catch a landing. Mounir's going to piece him up unarmed. Throwing out the neutral sig, Lil Mevv easily staying out of there, but couldn't really get a good punish off of it. The Nair's going to keep Lil Mevv from coming back down the stage, but another unarmed attack is going to send Mounir all the way up. Oh, Lil Mevv could not get that landing, though.
Anyone's first stock. Okay, yeah, from center stage, though, not enough. Off stage, Lil Mevv contests the space. Mounir trying to recreate that last edge guard from game number 3, excuse me, but the Dalsum here is able to get first strike. I love the delayed weapon throw that just hits you from nowhere. It just appears. All that said, though, Mounir able to pick up the gauntlets. Let's see, again, does the same pattern still apply? No, he just goes for recovery outright.
And it's enough to go ahead and get the job done. Things are still very, very close. Mounir's going to go ahead and juggle the weapons a little bit, try and keep that power play advantage against Lil Mevv, but is going to go be able to pick it up. Now we have gauntlets versus gauntlets. Just a good old boxing match here.
Oh, yeah. Okay, tries to cross up a little bit. Mevv probably in good position, but Mounir somehow makes this reversal happen.
Mounir needs to get this damage back. There we go. Nice landing to catch with the D-Light. Saw it back over. Still has gauntlets. Fresh set of gauntlets, though, taking away any disarm opportunity that Lil Mevv be able to find.
Yeah, that platform positioning made both of these follow-ups a little bit awkward. I'm interested in Mounir dodging to the right there, right? Because the platform was like a free escape path for a lot of these conversions that the Gauntlet players were going for. But all that being said, Lil Mevv, with the stock lead, could make this another Game 5 situation, Slow-Mo.
I'm here for it. I am absolutely here for it. So it's just so funny how sometimes just a skin swap is all you need to keep the dreams alive. And so far, so good. But Mounir doing orb things.
Unless
heading all the way out off stage, you're gonna go ahead and send Lil Mevv packing off the sidewall.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, to your point, is it just a little makeup and vanity that Lil Mevv needed to be able to have the confidence to make this a Game 5? Or Mounir, can he shut it down right now?
I mean, he's done a really good job at bringing back that deficit that he was down. The Lil Mevv is still keeping the dream alive here.
Okay,
caught the landing again, putting pressure on it. Weapon throw is going to keep the exchange alive there for Mounir.
Mounir's in a really bad spot now. You need to win this neutral exchange and another one now to be able to get a weapon, and that could be this could be Game 5 now because of it. Yeah,
absolutely, especially when he is so hurt, and then the signature kit off of that Dalsum. See, come up with a down sig now.
That's it.
Mounir already knew what the business was. Going to go down off that bottom 45, and we are blessed with another Game 5.
Another one.
EU putting on a show today. I love it.
Yeah, and I mean, you had said it, right? Like, the same legend, different cosmetic, and then we still get this to a Game 5. I mean, what do you think was the difference maker there for Lil Mevv? We saw the Axe go to absolute work on that first stock.
And I really think at the end, though, I mean, you saw how close it ended up being towards the end of the game. It was that first stock that made the make or break of that game. He got so much damage and so much mental momentum, even though it just wasn't enough to do the longevity of the whole match there. But we are finally going to see a swap from Mounir. He is dropping off the Petra for the first time in our block.
I don't know about this. You know, like, I think just from the basic analysis that we can get from here.
I'm going to keep it 100.
Yeah?
Sword just got a buff.
Yeah, I guess, but the orb was doing really well.
It was, but now you still have gauntlets, and now you got sword and the sig kit. So, I mean, I get it.
Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I mean, Mounir, of course, no stranger to making these kind of last-minute emergency legend swaps in a lot of tournament sets. This time, of course, with his tournament life on the line. Is the Val enough?
So far, we're going to go with
it's
no.
Not.
So
is
far,
it not?
No. The down sig off of that Dalsum, sending that first stock out of here. But this happened the exact same way in the last game. And Mounir, in all fairness, even though he didn't win the game, he was able to bring that deficit back there at the very beginning.
Okay. I mean, let's see. Definitely has his work cut out for him, though. Lil Mevv off stage. Yeah, the Axe just covers everything. Ground pound all the way to the bottom. Does not connect with Lil Mevv, but there's still no weapon spawn in sight, so Mounir, slight advantage here. Lil Mevv unarmed, able to break out and get the Axe back online. Hang on, recovery, not enough. Next one.
Yeah, Mounir can shut it down. Because now the next weapon drop for Lil Mevv is going to be those gauntlets, even though he was trying to fish out that axe. So we're going to see what he's going to be able to do here. There's just so much on the line for both these players. This is just the tension, the tension of Brawlhalla Esports,
yes.
that Game 5 situation. So much on the line. It's coming out and, you know, setting the first tournament of the year, setting that precedent, setting, you know, this is what I'm going to do this year.
Absolutely. You got to set the tone early. Okay, there's the dodge from Mounir. Maybe wanting to challenge with like a gravity cancel or something like that. Lil Mevv going to work. Off stage now. Is it a ground pound? No, Mounir high angles it. Doesn't connect.
Mounir is able to get underneath them with the recovery weapon throw to the face.
Hang on, there it is. That's the first time Mevv didn't dodge too, but it didn't KO.
No, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough, and that is going to get the reversal.
Oh my goodness.
Lil Mevv is going to send down Mounir on his tournament stock.
Mounir, not enough unarmed, and I mean, desperately waiting for a weapon spawn. Finally snipes that one through. Sword online. I mean, this is just recovery, right? Like, you have to just whiff punish recovery.
D-light recovery. Probably get the job done. There it is.
Got it. Last stock, Game 5, once again, slow-mo.
I'm old, man. I can't take this, bro.
No.
My heart can't take this. There's so much excitement today in the EU portion, and we still got South America,
have so
bro.
much left.
We still got South America today.
Left. It's crazy. Okay, Mounir, great advantage state. Lil Mevv breaks out, but it's off stage. No.
We got some good momentum. It's still, it's absolutely perfectly tied. Okay, Lil Mevv just got a little bit of advantage, a little bit more. But Mounir slapping back with the sword. Wait a second.
He just let recovery rip. Okay, off stage, Mounir has been so good at weapon throwing, almost frame perfectly when these new spawns come through. A recovery up the top is not enough. Next one's close.
One more might do it. One more might do it.
It has to do it after that sideline too, but it's just going to be a signature instead. Mounir closes the door after the emergency legend swap in Game 5. You got to be kidding me, bro.
That was such a good set. I'm like speechless, bro. That was such a good set. We're going to check out these replays here. He really got the job done. He came back, got the job done. We were worried about the foul, bro. We were worried. But, I mean...